Alright guys, this is Stachhe, and I have more stuff for you to rant about. And I'm going to start with something that really has me pissed off. So there's a lot of people that want certain characters to be in Brawl, but they didn't make the cut. But there's one character that I just don't understand why anyone would want this guy in, and that is Tom Nook. Alright, so would someone tell me what the fuck was he supposed to do? Like, what the hell could like a raccoon that runs a store like possibly do in a fighting game? What was he gonna do? Sell furniture? Is that like his final smash? To sell you with furniture? I don't get it. Like, what is he supposed to do? Just like throw money at people? That's one decent attack, but what else is he gonna do? Because we all know that he has a decent, the unlimited supply of money, but that's not enough for me. Alright. And that leaves me in the Animal Crossing. There's a little things that I do not get about Animal Crossing. For instance, when you're fishing, just like randomly fishing, you see an average size fish has a tail and it moves around and everything. But then when you reel it in, it turns out to be a fucking boot or a tin can. Alright? Like, what the hell? How does it swim? How is it shaped like a fish if it turns out to be a tin can? And how does it bite onto your... Like, it just doesn't make any sense. I mean, I see why they'd add something like that in, but at least make it more realistic. Another thing about that is, it's really hard to find decent fish. I mean, you always find like those fucking sea bass, and it gets annoying. And sometimes you'll find the constant amounts of the same fish. And even when it is raining, and this time I'm talking about Wild World really, but really when it's raining, usually the fish are better, but they suck. Alright, and also, one thing that I don't really understand is, where does Tom Nook get all of his money? Alright? Because, like, if you think about it, you're his only customer. Like, there's no one else in the store besides you. And then you can, like, sell, like, practically anything to him. And he'll give you the money. So it doesn't make any sense. And then something else that seems weird about Animal Crossing is that whenever you go on a train most of the time, you see that guy Rover, and he's always talking on the phone with someone, okay? He's always on that phone. And he always sits, like, across from you. And then, like, no one really likes him. Like, I don't really care about Rover. It's just, I don't get it. Alright, like, who is he talking to? He has, like, 1 million friends. Probably, like, all the other people that he goes on the train with. Is that, like, all he does every day? Just, like, works on a train? Like, does he live there? He has, like, a little room. Like, he probably, like, has to pay a rent every month. Just, like, to live on a train. And that leads me to something else. Occasionally when you're on a train, you would always see that cat Blanca. Okay. How the hell do you have to... Does she, like, draw her face on? Alright, like, if you had to draw your face on yourself, first of all, you'd look like a retard. And second of all, like, every time you take a fucking shower, your face would, like, wash off. Like, the first time I saw Blanca, I was like, what the... She doesn't have a face. It was so messed up. And she's like, oh no, my face fell off again. She said it, like, so normally. And, like, this doesn't make sense to me at all. Like, I don't really get what Nintendo was thinking when they did that. And another thing, are cats, like, the dominant animal? Because really, there are a lot of cats. There's Rover, Blanca, Bob, Monique, Kitty. There's like 1 million cats in that game. I think cats are, like, the most common of all. I mean, cats are cool, alright? I like cats a lot. I don't have any pet cats or anything, but I like cats. And then, what's a little weird is that when they switched from Animal Crossing GameCube to Animal Crossing Wild World, they got rid of a lot of cool things. Like the police station. Yeah, the police station, run by two dogs, Copper and Booker. That was a pretty cool place you can find lost and found, but they just decided to replace that with the town gate, which is still pretty cool, but I'm always gonna miss that police station. And then there's also the post office. They got rid of that and replaced it with a town hall, which I guess is understandable. And they made the town tunes completely different, because now you don't run them on just like a poster board anymore. You have to talk to Pelly and or Phyllis. Oh, and that reminds me, Phyllis, she's a rude bitch, okay? Like, how the hell does she keep her job? Right, like, all she does is just mumble to herself how much she hates, like, being there. Like, come on. Yes, moving on. Yeah, you just, like, talk to the person, and they let you change the town tune. Yeah, and the town tunes aren't really that user-friendly. Because you can really only go on, like the time signatures aren't really that fast, and you can only do like 10 notes. So it's really hard to get what you want. So yeah, something needs to change for the future. And also, another thing about Animal Crossing, they got rid of just like the random like soccer balls that were around the town. Because I remember in a GameCube, you always found like a ball kicking around. You can just like kick it and like just like play with it for a little bit. Just a little extra entertainment. And then they got rid of that in Wild World for some strange reason. They still have the old snowball, which is pretty hard to make a snowman at the appropriate size. Because if you mess up at all, the snowman will be like, oh man, I need like a girl snowman. Oh, my life sucks because you made me bad. And yeah, but then if you make him correctly, he gives you a present. Like he writes you a letter somehow. And like, same thing also in Wild World. If you like if you see a shooting star and you press A or tab yourself or something like that, like the star will send you a letter giving you some random gift, which is pretty cool. And then like you see like these random presents attached to balloons flying in the sky. Like who the hell sends these things out? Right? It's like who would do that? And like how do they get to your town? It's like I don't get it. Right? I just don't get it. And then the GameCube version so it had to wait until it went into a tree. And then on Wild World you can shoot it down with a slingshot. But the slingshot sort of sucked because you can only go straight up, which doesn't make any sense at all. And also, occasionally you'll find a UFO in the sky in Animal Crossing Wild World. You just shoot it down, and then he loses like all of his parts, and they like just like those like cogwheels or whatever represent them. You have to find 5 of them scattered around the place and then give it back to him. And then at one point he'd leave and he'd give you like cool items. And he was like that guy Gulliver. He was a sailman in Animal Crossing, GameCube. And yeah, they changed him into a spaceman. One cool thing about Wild World is that your house can become way bigger. But then they don't give you like any statue like they did in the GameCube when you complete your deck. So I remember you get this like cool golden statue, like, and they said like so and so has completed their house or something like that. Like you don't get anything cool now. Like there's another example of the plate of disrespect. Hey, yummy, mommy, what's for dinner? You get a plate of disrespect and my big gay dance. Alright, anyway, yeah, it's about all the time I have, considering that YouTube won't let us upload anything longer than 10 minutes, so, this is Stash. I'll talk to you later.